this is my second video and my first of hopefully many Halloween videos. So this is my sort of spin on a cosplay of Captain Spaulding from Rob Zombie's movie House of a Thousand Corpses. Also, this actor recently passed away, so I wanted to kind of do this also to honor him. Yeah, I kind of wanted it to look a little feminine. I added the lashes and everything, almost like a drag look, but it's definitely still messy and I wanted to keep it character related and so you could tell who I was trying to be. So yeah, I hope you like it. Okay, so we're gonna start off by gluing down the brows. I'm not gonna use actual glue, I'm gonna use the soap method. So you just take a wet spoolie and rub it on a bar of soap, literally any bar of soap, so that it gets a little lather on it. And brush the hairs in an upward direction and then let that dry. So while that's drying, you're gonna wanna make sure you put primer all over your face because we're gonna be using a cream all over. And personally, my skin is very sensitive. So next, I'm gonna be using this white cream base. And you're just gonna want to paint that white over the brows. Then in between layers, I like to set it with a white matte powder. So then I'm gonna use the same white cream as a base for my entire face. So I'm just gonna use this big synthetic paintbrush. You wanna make sure you bring the white all the way up to the waterline. So something that will happen when you're using a very thick cream is creasing. So I'm pretty much going to bake my entire face with the white powder. The reason I saved this for last is because I don't want to open my eyes at all after I've applied the cream because then it will crease. So next I'm going to work on the eyes. So I'm going to take a white loose powder and I'm just going to bake under my eyes because we do not want any fallout. So for the eyes, I'm just gonna start with a matte black shadow and put that all over the lid. And don't be afraid to bring it up very high because we have infinite lid space. You're gonna wanna kind of create a winged shape. Then smoke out the edges. Then we're gonna go in with the blue color, and I'm gonna start by packing that above the black. And with this, you want to remember you are creating your lid shape. So keep that in mind on where you apply this. You'll be down for something later tonight. one into the black shadow so you can blend them together. Then just blend out the blue edge a little bit, not too much though. Because he is a clown and we're not looking for blended pretty makeup. So then I'm gonna try and very carefully brush away any fallout that we have and smoke out the lower lash line with the same black. And you can make this edge as sharp as you want it, depending on if you're leaning more towards the horror side or the glamorous side. I haven't really decided yet. I'm still just seeing where this goes. You want to make sure that the bottom lash line is really smoked out at the edges because we're going right from black to stark white. So we don't want it to look like a line, pretty much. So, I mean, it's gonna somewhat look like a line no matter what, but not, we don't want it like super harsh. Remember though, we wanna kind of keep the blue more harsh because for his character, the blue goes all the way up to the brow. So next, I'm going to attempt to draw on the brows. This is probably going to be the hardest part of the look. So I would recommend using a liquid eyeliner, something very detailed and something you're comfortable with using. So I'm using the NYX matte liquid liner. The brush is very small and pretty much just gotta do it, try it, we'll see. If I fuck up, then oh well. And as hard as it is while you're doing this, try very hard not to rest your hand on your face because it might move the makeup. Okay, so I liked how those turned out and I'm not gonna mess with them anymore. I did touch my face a little bit, shame on me, so I'm just gonna powder it again. And with this brow here, you can see the blue doesn't quite meet the line that I created. So instead of trying to mess with the black line, I'm just gonna bring the blue up a little higher. So next I'm going to do a contour, and he really doesn't have a contour in the actual makeup look, but the picture I'm using for inspiration has a contour and I really like how it looks. I think it looks dope. So I'm just gonna use the same matte black shadow, and I'm gonna use a very small blending brush because I don't want this to be very big and blended out. So I'm just gonna lay down the powder first where I want it. Then I'm gonna go in with a different brush and blend it out to avoid putting too much product on. So then just taking a clean brush, I'm gonna blend out the edge. And don't be afraid to go crazy because you already look crazy and he's the clown and he's crazy and it's Halloween, so who cares? So I'm gonna use this hot pink shade of eyeshadow and apply that right on the apples of my cheeks in circles. And you want to be very careful with how you apply product on top of this base because it's very oily, and if you have oily skin like me, it's just extra oil, and you don't want to rub with the brush and have the product move. Next, what I'm going to do is tight line my eyes. So I'm just going to use a black pencil and do my waterline and my upper lash line. Also gonna make sure none of the roots of my lashes are showing since they are blonde. So now I'm going to apply lashes. I'm gonna use these big crazy ones because I want the drama. If you are going for more of the horror look, like he actually looks like in the movie, I definitely wouldn't apply lashes. While the lashes dry, I'm gonna work on the lips. It doesn't matter if you have the base on them or whatever. I'm just gonna use a black pencil and outline my shape. So you definitely wanna do an overdrawn, overdramatic shape. Then I'm just using a black cream from the same palette to fill it in. Now I think the lashes are dry, so I'm gonna add mascara so I don't have any blonde poking through. Okay, so that is the finished look. I definitely want to give credit where credit is due, so I was very much inspired by the makeup artist slash drag queen slash artist in general. On Instagram, his username is GotMilk with 2 T's. He did a very glam version of Captain Spaulding. I also wanted mine to be kind of glam, but I also kind of wanted to do more of like a cosplay thing. But yeah, I definitely love this look for Halloween. I'm gonna be doing more Halloween looks in the future, so if you have any ideas or anything you want me to do, let me know. So yeah, thank you for watching.